It's time for something really cool on Rob Pratt Sunday, a Pittsburgh Work segment with Jason Merschat. He is from Advanced Process Optimization. Jason, you got to explain that. What is that?
So Advanced Process Optimization, we're process improvement experts. And what does that mean? Well, companies will call APO when they're confronted with a difficult-to-solve operational problem. For a manufacturer, that might result in something like defects, rework, on-time delivery issues, things that can really affect the bottom line of the company and can really put your customer relationships at risk.
So manufacturing in more ways than one is important now more than ever, and what you folks are doing at Advanced Process Optimization kind of smooths that whole thing out.
That's right. That's what we do.
All right, stick around. Pittsburgh Works. Don't miss this stuff. It's great. It's next with yours truly, Rob Pratt. Stick around.
Really excited about this. It's a brief segment, but it's going to be one that's full of information, and especially if you're into manufacturing and really riding the ship, if you will, here in Western Pennsylvania. There is a company that is under the direction of the man you're about to meet, Jason Merschat, that is doing some big things in that and other aspects of business. We'd like to welcome now for this Pittsburgh Works to the program from Advanced Process Optimization, Jason Merschat. Jason, how are you? Good morning.
Good, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Let's get right to it. Explain to the audience what you do. And I've been looking over the notes the last couple of days, and it seems complicated, but it really makes a whole lot of sense. And once you get down to the fine print, it's something that a lot of people should plug into. And by the way, up on my Facebook and Twitter posts right now, I have their website. You can plug into exactly what they do, that quick, just with one click of the mouse to my Facebook or Twitter post, Advanced Process Optimization. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. So, Advanced Process Optimization, or APO for short, we're a process improvement consulting firm based here in Western PA. And companies will call us when they're confronted with a difficult-to-solve operational issues. Many times for a manufacturer, this will manifest in things like defects, rework, on-time delivery issues. And so what we'll do is we'll come in and analyze that with some well-known methodologies and make recommendations for improvement. Now, the difference between APO and maybe some other groups is that we stick around. We actually facilitate the solution, right? So we get our hands dirty. We like to get involved and bring the solution to closure so that there's actual value brought to the client. So,
well, everything. Listen, this is what's amazing about what you guys do: supervision, supervisors and management, budgets and financial reports, coaching and mentoring, employee motivation, which in some cases can be half the battle, of facilitation skills, knowledge and management. Let's talk about employee motivation. What can you do at Advanced Process Optimization that a boss can't do?
Yeah, it's interesting. Many times whenever clients will call us, I asked this of one or more of our best clients. I said, why do you call us? Why do you bring us here? I mean, I think I know, but why do you bring APO on site? And they said, you know what, Jason, many times we either don't have the bandwidth to solve the issue, we don't have the skill set, or we're too close to the problem to solve it, right? So what we'll do is we'll come in, and we don't bring a team of people in. We don't bring a whole bunch of people in and say, hey, we're going to try and bring all these folks in and charge you a bunch for consultants to be on site. What we do is we work with your folks. Your people are closest to the process. They are really in tune with what could be the root cause of issues from your operation or manufacturing process or whatever business process it may be. So we'll come in and we'll form teams and facilitate root cause analysis using well-known methodologies, things like lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, these sorts of things. So when we do that, a lot of it is change management. A lot of it is team building. A lot of it is facilitation, and over time we've grown pretty good at it. We know how to get it done.
All right, Jason Merschat is here. It's APO. It's Advanced Process Optimization. Aerospace and defense. What you have done there, pretty remarkable. These numbers don't lie. Explain that to the audience.
Yeah, I'm a steel guy. I was born and raised here in Pittsburgh, and I worked for two of the major steel firms here in Pittsburgh. So when I started my consulting firm, I'm a Penn Stater, then I went to Carnegie Mellon, got my grad degree, and I went to work for IBM and learned consulting, right? And I think, I could do this on my own. So anyway, I thought I was going to work a lot in steel. It ends up we work a lot in aerospace, defense, nuclear, firearms, really niche areas that are highly specialized and highly regulated. So I'll give you an example. One of our clients that's an aerospace manufacturer had some defect issues and rework issues where they had 24% of their product was either going in the garbage can or had to be reworked. And stuff like that will put you out of business. You know what I mean? That could be a major issue for a manufacturer. And within, I think it was 45 billable days, we were to take that down to 2.4%. We finished a month early. I mean, that's 1,000% improvement. And so these are the types of things that we do, you know.
Listen, here, and I'm a lover of steel, too. I think it's got to be in our DNA because we're both a part of this place that we call Western Pennsylvania. Advanced Process Optimization, or APO, help cold-drawn steel shape manufacturers reduce production downtime by 30%. The Lean Six Sigma Green Belt training paid for itself many times over. Explain how you did that and what's the Green Belt Sigma all about?
That's a great point. So many times people will say, hey, Jason, you know, you came in here and you fixed things, but what's this magic that you're using, right? What's this sorcery? And I say, look, it's nothing magical. It's just a methodology. So they'll say, all right, well, teach us. So many times what we'll do is we'll come in and do a training class where we train people on the methodologies that we use for process improvement, and we couple it with the project, right? We do a project at the same time. So it basically pays for itself. So with that particular client that you're talking about, they had some issues where, they had a lot of downtime. So what we did was we trained their folks, and then we walked them through a project at the same time for the same budget, no more, you know, nothing extra, and they were able to reduce their downtime significantly. And it really works out great.
You know, if you think about it, it's almost like a human assembly line as opposed to humans working on an assembly line. You're just making it much more efficient and having them focus a little better.
That's right. I mean, it's about what you're paying attention to, and you know, there are two methodologies that we lean on quite a bit, although we extend these, and one is lean manufacturing. Lean is, in my mind, fundamentally concerned with the minimization of time in a system, and it accomplishes that by identifying and eliminating wasteful practices. And the other one is Six Sigma, which is fundamentally concerned with the minimization of variation in a system, and it accomplishes that through statistical methods. And it might sound complex. It's not. It's just a matter of following the steps, and you know, we can teach folks how to do that, and we have programs to do that.
By the way, APOIN as in incorporated.us is how you can find out more. It's on the Facebook and Twitter post right now, plus a video of this young man who's making a big difference in Penn State and Carnegie Mellon. I can live with that. Two great schools. I got 1 minute. Can I just have 1 minute of your time to ask you a question?
Sure.
I love manufacturing. I'm all about manufacturing. Your thoughts about what we are seeing now in our region. Is it as good as I believe it is?
I think it is. It could even be better. There's going to be some massive synergies if we get some things that go through, especially in my hometown up there in Beaver Falls with the potential Shell making moves there. And what we want to do is we want to position local manufacturers, local suppliers, local supply chains to be we want them to be best positioned that they can leverage that opportunity. Those folks, those large companies that come in here already have their own vendors. Just because we live here doesn't mean because we're incumbent to the area that we automatically get that business. So if you can go to them and say, look, our on-time delivery is 98% or our defect rate is extremely low, you're much more likely to win that business than if you go in and say, hey, please, you know, I live here, you know, give me the business. So we can help people get there. There's a lot of opportunity coming in this area.
Jason Merschat, thank you so much. It's good folks, definitely making a big difference. Advanced Process Optimization. You can find out more at www.apoinc.us. Thanks for joining us on Pittsburgh Works.
Thank you, sir.